Hey Aquarius, we're going to do your August reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And the energies are transferable, so keep that in mind when you get the messages. This won't resonate for everyone because it's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We're going to do your past, present, future with the Osho Zen Tarot, and then at the end we're going to clarify and then go into your main spread with the Shadowscapes deck, and then clarify with Rider-Waite deck. So Aquarius, ooh, guidance, 3 of Pentacles type energy. Aquarius, past please, Aquarius. Aquarius, past energy. Two of Swords type energy. It's a 2 of Clouds, schizophrenia. So in your recent past, you might have felt like a split decision, feeling tied up in a decision, like unable to feel confident in your decision-making skills because, you know, you felt like a mind's fog type thing. Confusion. For your current energy, we have receptive and mind. I feel like you're really receptive and open to love, but also you might be haunted by old thought patterns, maybe old self-limiting beliefs, but it might be like super busy in your head, you know. Aquarius, you are an air sign, like it's a lot of headspace, you know, which isn't a bad thing. It means you're really intelligent, but you know, sometimes when we all get a little bit of illusion, so, but you're receptive and open to love. This may be an energy that you need to take on, so we'll see when we clarify. For Aquarius, future, please. Future energy for Aquarius. This one didn't flip, so I'm not going to keep it. But we have letting go, consciousness, and suppression. So I feel like you might be finally letting go of, you know, suppressed energies, suppressed self-limiting beliefs that may be keeping you tied down, but you might be just in general letting go and moving on from maybe expectations or whatever, and gaining understanding and consciousness, feeling very at peace because of the understanding, feeling a lot of peace because of the understanding that you've gained. Okay, so I'm gonna go into your main spread now. And we're going to look at your abilities. Good Lord. Your abilities, your love, passions, interests, and then your outcome. And these were all pre-shuffled for you, Aquarius. Didn't flip. Aquarius, abilities for August, please. King of Swords. So you might be really, again, this is kind of like the King of Swords energy here. It's the King of Clouds. So it's like you're feeling really strong in your inner knowing. You're moving away from this confused energy where you felt like you couldn't trust your own decision-making skills, and now you're like for August, you're stepping into like just like an inner knowing, and not necessarily standoffish, but definitely you have more boundaries this time around, this month. For love, the Star. For love, passions, and interests, Aquarius, please. The Queen of Swords in reverse. So you might be dealing with someone, you yourself, or we got the Ten of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Wands. I feel like you might be refusing an offer of someone that maybe had lied to you, someone that had put a big weight on your shoulders and you had already moved away from. But I feel like they might be coming back to offer you, or a new person in general. But I feel like with this Queen of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse, you've moved away from this person. You might be also involved with another air sign. And you guys might have been some kind of power couple at some point. But we'll clarify. I'm getting different stories here, so... Outcome for Aquarius, please. Outcome. Too many cards. Outcome for Aquarius. The Strength card and the Five of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you might choose to be patient. Because with the Strength card, her hand is in the lion's mouth, and if she were to use force, the lion would bite her hand off. So, you know, this is like grace, unconditional love, patience, and stuff. And with the Five of Cups in reverse, I feel like you're moving away from so much sword energy and moving more into like a tempered energy, a balanced energy where you want to be more patient and let go of all of the emotions that you've suppressed for someone or something. We're going to clarify. We'll clarify. It's different for everybody, so it's just flying in. Two of sword, or two of cloud. Schizophrenia in the past for Aquarius. Two of sword. King of sword, Queen of sword. I do feel like you might have, some of you might be involved with an air sign. But there was, I feel like, maybe a point where you had to decide whether or not to go your separate ways for some of you. For others of you, I feel like maybe in general you guys might have had communication problems and just felt off track from one another than you normally had. But both feeling a little bit like pushing away energy, resistant energy because of the confusion. Mind receptivity. For your current situation, we have the Hermit to clarify the mind and receptivity. So it's like to gain your inner knowing again. To gain your inner knowing, it's you know, you're taking time to be alone because this is so crazy. So you might be being more receptive to self-love so that you can open up to love outside of yourself. And you might be meditating a lot and receiving a lot of cosmic love. We have the Fool, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Wands again, and the Eight of the Strength card again. So we have these two twice. So it's like, I feel like you have a lot of burdens that you had to be patient with. And I feel like you had to be patient with yourself, with your growth. And that's why you're doing this. And I feel like you're evaluating what exactly is my Ten of Cups, what is my wish fulfillment. And you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You're stepping out of what you always have done and starting to step into, well, what can I do to make my life the absolute fullest? And you're being receptive to guidance outside of yourself and within. It's really, it's a new feeling, it feels like, for you, I feel like. For your future, we have letting go, suppression, consciousness. Let's see, let's clarify. We have the Five of Wands, the Moon, the Six of Wands, and the Tower. So I feel like I feel like there's been like a competitive or defensive energy about you lately, and now in your future, you're starting to heal that. You or this person or, you know, your job or whatever, you're starting to heal that and look into, well, what's causing this? What can we do to avoid these tower moments, these constant tower moments, maybe with a loved one or a job or whatever. But I feel like it's going to move into a successful direction in the future because of the consciousness gained that you guys gained with either talking it out or, you know, going within and healing yourself. But, you know, when you have so much pent-up energy and suppressed, expressed emotions, like, you need to, like, talk to one another, or at least, like, if you're not going to talk to one another, like, heal it in another way by writing it down, burn it, whatever. But it's time to let go of all of the things that you have been doing, and that's what you're doing now. You're letting go of what you have been doing and moving into consciousness, moving into what can we do. So for Aquarius, we have your abilities this month is King of Swords, which is that clarity, a lot of intellectual clarity, understanding, making solid decisions, and feeling strong and abundant. You guys have a lot of resources available to you and a lot of intellect. There's a lot of grounded energy here. It feels good. So Aquarius, for your abilities this month, it's kind of like you're reflecting on the defensive energy that you've had about you all this time, and you're like, well, what's worked for me so far? What hasn't worked for me? What swords am I going to take moving forward, and what am I going to leave behind? Because I don't want to keep repeating energies where I'm having constant tower moments and constant ending. You know, I want to reflect and rest. You know, I feel like you had a long recovery from feeling constantly on edge and constantly just wearing yourself out, being defensive all the time, and you're moving into a more successful and abundant energy. For your love, passions, interests, we have Queen of Swords in reverse, Ace of Wands, and the 10 of Wands in reverse. Love, passions, interests, please. For Aquarius. Love, passions, interests. I have the 2 of Pentacles. Nope, too many. The Page of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like in your love life, that's where you have the most doubt. That's where you're feeling the most, because like in all of this, you're like the King or Queen of Swords or King of Pentacles. You know, you're all of these royal adults, but now with your love life, you feel a little bit less than sure, a little immature, and not knowing. It's like kind of like a juggling energy. There's waves back there, but the water is clear. You have a lot of understanding and inner knowing because you're an air sign, so like you have the consciousness going for you. But it feels like you're trying to just not work with something that's going to be super heavy. You're trying, you know, with the Queen of Swords in reverse for your love, passions, interests, I feel like this is the only place where you might have a little bit of doubt. And I don't want to say confusion, because confusion is something that I don't think is here for you anymore. That was in the past. So I feel like what it is just doubt. So, you know, there's an Ace of Wands here, and that's clarified by the Temperance. So it's like, keep your water clear, temper yourself, ground yourself, and remember to give back to whatever's offered to you. Now, that doesn't mean like take every offer that's given to you, but show appreciation towards it, and be patient and see maybe if this is something that you would want, whether it be a job or a love interest, whatever. Ace of Wands, please. Ace of Wands. I feel like you might be a little bit closed off right now, and which is strange because of the receptivity here. But I know you're cautious. I do feel a very cautious energy here, but you do want love. You know you do. So you can stay grounded and still open up your heart chakra. So for your outcome, we have the Strength card, the Five of Cups in reverse, and Temperance for Aquarius. Yeah, don't be overly defensive. Don't get too overly defensive. Try to keep yourself open and patient and graceful through this. Keep your water clear. We have the Temperance card here twice. So keep your waters clear. Try to be very, very clear through this, because you're Aquarius. Keep your water clear. I know that you put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into something that you feel unsure about, but there's really nothing. You're well guided. You're moving towards the Ten of Pentacles. You're moving towards something very, very stable. Just kind of get an enlightened perspective here. Gain your enlightened perspective and you'll see. Because here, for both the futures, we have consciousness and an enlightened perspective. So it's like, just let go of what you believe you know. Because that's what keeps you tied up. Let go of what you believe you know. And then you can move into something very successful and avoid these constant cycles of tower moments, you know. Move into something more successful. So I hope that helped, Aquarius, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.